apologize for not coming on at 12. I was just watching the Nationals game. We lost 6-8. It's a good game, but our bullpen need work. But y'all not here for that. George Pickens going to Dallas. So a they give up a third and a fifth, and the Cowboys they get a 2026 seventh round pick. So like I said, it was next year third, and a fifth, 2027. I think that's a great move by Dallas. You just hope that George Pickens don't crash out because when we seen George Pickens, we know he take plays off and he don't be engaged in the middle of football games. Um, if you Mike Tomlin, even though you are the winningest coach, yeah, you gonna win a lot of games, but we can't. But come on, man, Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, I can see Will Howard winning the job, and they still waiting on Aaron Rodgers for some reason. Like I told you, yes, Aaron Rodgers had the Pittsburgh Steelers by the balls. He does. Now let me get on to the AFC, the AFC North. Like the Steelers, man, where do they go from here? The Steelers, they always draft wide receivers well. Antonio Antonio Holmes, Plexico Burrs, Juju, what's my name? Chase Claypool. Who else they had? Santonio Holmes. So many guys they had, they just left. Emmanuel Sanders. I just named you six guys that the Steelers had at the wide receiver position. And once I seen George Pickens last year, um, you know when when Justin Fields threw him a perfect pass, he dropped the ball. Um, Justin Fields went back to him. He caught the ball, and like I said, I seen when they went up against the Chiefs, he wasn't getting the ball, and he half blocked, so he took plays and he took that play off. Then, and when we played them last year, he tackled Benjamin St. Juice, so he's not always engaged. That's why some call him Mr. Crasher. So at some point, if you my time, man, knowing what you've been through, you one of the winners coaches. When is my time to go make the decision for himself that you know what I had enough. I'm gonna step down, let somebody else take over. He only could go so far with the team that he had. And the Steelers fans, yeah, they had what 6 trophies in their trophy case. They want they want one or two more, but the way it's been going, they're not going to get it. They just not. So at some point, I think Mike Tomlin should step down and go somewhere else. And I think him and the Steelers they need just a fresh start. Look at Pete Carroll. After all the years he spent in Seattle, what happened? They they tuned him out. Why? Because they heard all the rah rah speeches, and that wasn't getting it done no more. Pete Carroll never lived down not giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch. So I think I could see another for the Steelers. I could see another 7 to 10 win season for them. I can. Who I really think improved. I really think the Bengals they improved a lot. I think the Bengals they're gonna be a big factor. They got the pieces that they needed. They still got Henderson rushing the passer. So yeah, I could see them. The Bengals I'm talking about. I could see them. I could see the Bengals winning 12 to 13 games this year alone. But Joe Burrow has to stay healthy. If Joe Burrow stay healthy, yeah, the Bengals 13 win team. Oh Baltimore, y'all still don't get it. Y'all y'all always been good at two positions: the defense and the tight end spot. Like I always said, them the two, them the two positions that the Ravens are good at. They not good at drafting a legit number one receiver. Yeah, D Hop is past his prime. You saw that. Y'all had Odell. Didn't use him in the playoffs. Y'all had DJ. DJ was older at the time. If they had any of them guys in their prime, then yeah, that would have been a good move. Not at the stage they was at. So and I heard like two two Ravens fans saying that they tired of Harbaugh. They tired of the excuses. They tired of him not getting the job done. But he just signed a 3 year extension with the Ravens, so he gonna be around. Sorry, Ravens fans. No, I will. I will. I'm not even. I'm not even paying attention to that. At least they watching. I appreciate y'all watching. And if y'all want to subscribe. Um, who else, man? The Jacks they released. What's my name? They Gabe Davis after they gave him last year a 3-year deal, and they only caught what uh two touchdown passes. He had 239 yards. That's not gonna get the job done. So he might go back to Buffalo. He had a good year in Buffalo. Who else, man? Um, the Browns, man. The Browns they had a good draft. Um, but they didn't want to draft Shador. When they focused the camera on them guys, Andrew Berry and Stefanski, they gave the golf clap. See, the GM wanted the owner wanted to draft Shador, not them. And then Joe Burrow, man, then Andrew Berry was on the podium, said he felt bad for Dylan Gabriel. Why? If he's a competitor, let him compete for the job. Come on, man, we gotta stop babying these guys. If he could play and beat up Shador, which I doubt it. Um, I'm taking Deshaun Watson. I'm taking Deshaun Watson out the quarterback. I'm taking him out. He's not going to make an impact. Deshaun Watson. Joe Flacco, yeah, yeah, he gonna get the reps. Yeah, he what 39, 39, 40. Um, Joe Flacco, he will he will have some good games, but he will also have some games where he turn the ball over a lot. That's why he no longer in Indianapolis because he turned the ball over. They got Joe Flacco off the couch. They helped them win a playoff game. I mean, to go to the playoffs. And the Browns knew, and I'm glad they finally came out and said that by them giving the Deshaun Watson that contract, that was a mistake. But if I was Deshaun, I would have did the same thing. I would have took it too. You give me $230 million, you damn right I'm gonna take it. And I don't know if you guys heard, but um, a Georgia, no, a Colorado fan who lives in Georgia filed a lawsuit, $100 million lawsuit, excuse me, for um for the league for the league letting Shador slide down the draft board. And we all know it was collusion. We all know we're not stupid. You mean to tell me Jackson Dart is better than Shador? I think not. Um, Will Howard, you think he better than Shador? I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. You think Tyler Shuck better than Shador? He been yes, Tyler Shuck was hurt. That was his that was his 17 that he was on. And the been and yes he been injured. Injuries happen. But the games I seen, Shador have it. He just have to speed up the clock in his head. Don't get don't hold on to the ball too long. Once it get those things fixed, and I know he working on it. I know he working on it. And that was just all about, by the NFL. They try to make a point to Dion that you're not bigger than the league. That's what they tried to show him. They don't like the flash, the brash, the confidence, all that come with prime and his family. Knowing that they get that from his father, they get that from their father. Them guys never been in trouble. Hell, Shador never been in trouble. Shiloh never been in trouble. Bucky never been in trouble. None of prime kids have never been in trouble. But that's what did that in 2024 in '04. Excuse me. Archie Manning did that. He said, no, we're not going to San Diego. We want to play for the Giants. What happened? Eli Manning got his wish, and he played for the Giants and won two Super Bowl rings with the Giants. We all know what that was because Eli Manning is what is white. That goes to show you white privilege does exist and it will always exist. But someone prime tried to do it, it's a problem. Then when you have guys like um Colin come out and say I would draft him, and then you talking about some you knew he wasn't that good, this and that. Like, come on, how can you say that when you was just glazing Shador all last year, and why he was at Colorado? Why Coach Prime, Shador, and all them guys, while they was at Jackson State, they went 12-0. Coach Prime got game day to go to Jackson State. They never been to Jackson State before. Who made that possible? Dion. Because how he because how he had them boys playing. That's what drove game day down there to go down there. And then, you have all the prime um naysayers come out. Naysayers enemies come out saying all this and all that. All prime do is continue to take the high road and was nothing but the best for those who criticize. But we know it's a different standard. Well, you know that anything that um Eli Manning or the Manning family want, they get it. When Arch Manning come out, they gonna do the same thing. And guess what? Nobody gonna say nothing about it. It's gonna be swept under the rug. And I wanna give a shout out to Mel Kiper, man, for standing his ground, man, for watching this tape and for watching Shador tape and saying Shador he had no, I'm sorry. Mel Kiper had Shador number one on this draft board. And and Mel stuck to his guns and when he wasn't and when Shador wasn't picked, he was upset about it. He said that now these scouts on over there looking at these scouts on over there looking at excuse me. They don't know they don't know what they doing and things like that. Mel Kiper been doing the draft for 30 something years. He know what he talking about. And guys like Dan Orlovsky saying, let's not have a funeral. He in the league. I heard some guys say he he, he gonna get a chance. Yeah, he gonna get a chance. But we know when you're the fifth round pick, you only gonna get a few of those rips. Kenny Pickett gonna get them rips, and then it's gonna be Dylan Gabriel and then Shador. So Shador has to make his reps count. He knows that. So I'm telling y'all in this chat right now, when Arch Manning come out and the Mannings pull off what they did in '04, don't say I didn't tell you because history gonna repeat itself. Nobody said a word, nothing, no criticism. Why is that? Only white players can be confident. Only they can be cocky. They can be, uh, they can believe in themselves. They can be confident. But someone we do it, it's a problem. And you got Cam talking about Shador arrogant. He do this. Um, he's talking about some don't show up with the cars. Don't be flashy. Uh, go to work and leave. He gonna do all of those things, Cam. His father is Deion Sanders, like I said. They got their flash from him, their confidence from him. Nope. Oh, my bad. Nobody said a thing till you came when you did the Superman. Nobody got on you for that. Nobody. When you won the Heisman that year, when you was in college, Cam. I remember you looked at Bo Jackson picture and you was talking trash to him and you said you was better than him. No, you wasn't. That man was a two sport athlete. And you talking about Cam, you talking about Shador, mean mug. He confident. He believe in himself. Like all of us should. And you know how it is in the black community. Prime, Coach Prime, LeVar, they in their kids' lives. They not only in their kids' lives, they still in the household. They didn't leave. So, and I want to thank the stepfathers out there who stepping in and treating the biological kid's father like they his own. The stepfather. Let me see it. Far as their Cleveland record, I could see uh five five and 5-10, 5-11. And then you had um Kevin Nagandi told Mel, we're not going to turn this into a Trudeau segment. We spent the whole first block knowing that. So, Chris Carter talking about, oh, they they showed they showed them Dion and Shador, you don't rush it. But Chris Carter, you didn't say a word Archie uh when Archie Manning done it, when the Manning family done it. It was crickets. And they talking about how he interviewed. You want your quarterback to be confident, and I like what Shador said when it was during the drafting process at the Columbine when he got to the podium. If you draft me and you want me to change your program, draft me. Cam, you said when you got to Carolina, Cam, you said they was a bunch of losers, and you said Cam they accepted losing. What else, man? Who would the NFC South? I think the Texans they gonna have a bounce back year. I could see them winning 12 to 13 games because they had the two receivers that I wanted the Commanders to draft. The Texans got both of them, and Jalen Noble, and Jaden Higgins. Um, so yeah, I can see them. Yeah, like I said, I can see the Texans winning 12 to 13 games because C.J. Stroud, that dude, last year he just had a bad year. Um, Eddie, let me see, Tennessee. They drafted Karen War, good pick. I think they can win. I'm gonna say they win 7-9 games. I haven't looked at their schedule, but I know they're gonna be competitive. I do know that. Mind you, this is the second. No, I'm sorry. The third quarterback that they didn't want. They no the second quarterback they didn't want. They didn't want Malik Willis. Look what he doing in Green Bay. Which I think that was a good move by Green Bay by getting Malik Willis. Um, and Will Levis, I mean, you saw what they did with him. They moved on from him. He not gonna be the starter. Cam Ward gonna be the starter. Um, yeah. The Colts. I could see them winning 8 to 9 games. I could see Daniel Jones. Despite what people think about Daniel Jones can play. Um, he's sneaky athletic. So if Daniel Jones win the starting job, which I think he will, um, Anthony Richardson not ready. They still. I don't think his teammates fully forgave him for tapping out. And then when Anthony Richardson went to the podium, when he said he was tired, I don't think it's like I said. I don't think his teammates fully forgave him. They said that publicly, but privately they looked at him sideways. I know they did, and they lost, and they can say what they want, but they lost faith in Anthony Richardson by him doing that and saying that. Um, so yeah, the Jacksonville, um, it's a make or break year for Trevor Lawrence. It really is because you on your what? Um, hold on. Urban Meyer, Doug Peterson, um, this your third coach, Trevor Lawrence. They paid you 50. They paid you $50 million. What you had a show for? Now who should have got? Who should have got that 50 million? Brock Purdy. I know he gonna get it because Brock Purdy earned it. He did more than Trevor Lawrence. He did more than Jordan Love. But we know Green Bay. They don't start this season until December. So, and like I always said, I think some I think some people in the organization like Trevor Lawrence, and then some in the organization don't like Trevor Lawrence. And the ones who don't like Trevor Lawrence, you gonna think like they're gonna say, man, we made a mistake giving Trevor Lawrence this money. And I keep bringing up, what was that, 2023, that everybody talked about, no, 2022, if I believe, 2022, how everybody was saying that the Eagles fade down the stretch. And y'all asked me, the Jags fade down the stretch. They was 9 and what was that? 9-1. Then went on that 4 game losing streak and ended up 9-8. So I could see them. And they just released Gabe Davis, like I said. Um, let's see. Um, I got some boxing news for you guys. And shout out to my guy Knockout Boxing 86. Thanks for the information. And y'all should go subscribe to his channel. Um, so the Tank Davis and Lamar Roach fight could be in could be still in July, but at the latest October. Now, I did hear one knockout said that Turkey was was involved in booking venues so that Tank won't get that, so that Tank and Lamar Roach won't get that venue because Tank Tank been talking trash about him and all this and that, and Turkey don't like that, so that's why he doing that. And on top of that, Turkey trying to get PBC fighters because PBC putting on the best cards, and like Knockout said, I agree with him. Turkey not putting on the best cards. That that fight, I mean that card Saturday, the Fatal Fury card, that was trash. The The only good fight was on that card was that first fight, that first six rounder. Other than that, that card was trash. Yeah. So thanks, Monster anyway. Thanks Rafael Espinoza for saving last weekend. But I'm not gonna hold you up any longer, friend. I appreciate you watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Um, I do the NFL spread. Football wise, I will do the college football spread when college comes back around. College football. And friend, let me know what's your favorite university, what's your favorite college football team, and I'll let you know what high school prospects going to your favorite college. And with that, I'm out. Peace.